So we are back doing more maintenance on the Evo 4. Today I'm going to be installing this drip molding. You can see it's quite a long, big box here, and it was quite a journey to get here. I had initially looked on purchasing this from Japan, and the shipping cost was astronomical because of the way it had to be packaged. I was able to find it on eBay and get it shipped up from Florida, but even that was a journey. They had to send it by courier. But it's here now, and I'm hopeful, so hopeful, that it's the right part and it has the clips so that I can install it. This is the same model number as the 4-door Mirage. As you know, the Evo is built on the Mirage chassis, so my hope is that this all slots in and fits okay, because this is not cheap. But as you can see, the existing drip molding, I have some video of it here, but maybe you can see it if I go over here. The existing drip molding is coming up. It's already come up on this side. On the other side, it's gone. It's not even there. So it's in need of replacement, and my hope is that everything is included in this box and we'll be able to get it replaced today. In addition, I'm going to continue to work on the striker plates for my doors. The rears I did, you'll see either in this video or another video that I did the striker plates on the back door. Those weren't closing very well at all. I decided to go ahead and order ones for the front as well, because just to replace everything, all of them were broken, but the rears were especially bad. So I'm going to replace those as well and make sure all doors are latching nice and tight. Okay, so let's get this one removed here. I'm actually gonna grab my gloves real quick just to make sure, because I don't know how sharp these little things are. Okay, that came off. And that is off here. All right, yeah, and the clips are attached on the inside here. So it looks like it leans that way. Should be able to pretty easily tell which one is which. Oh boy. If you can see here, the molding here for the glass is really damaged underneath this molding here. Not great. I'm gonna try to just brush this out. I might just go ahead and use the big boy. Okay, let's see how we remove these clips. Okay, they just kind of peel from the back. It's pretty easy. I need to go run that thing again. They're kind of flying off as you pull them here. Pieces of plastic, they're so brittle and old. Okay, so they're both clean now. That one's done. Let's go check the other side. This one should be good because this one's been off for a while. You can see still the same issue here in the window, but the area is clean. These clips are on, and I don't know if these come off, so I'm gonna look at the other one and see what we got. Let's see the part number here. I'm gonna try to pull it out. Looks like it's in great shape. It's a little unwieldy. I don't want to get it dinged up or nicked up because it's not cheap, but okay. Still don't know if those other clips are supposed to stay on or come off, so I'm gonna leave them on. I'm gonna double check to see which part number is left and which one is right. So the first one I opened is the right hand. You can see that's the left hand there. Problem is I don't fully know which direction is left and right. So I think the way that it goes is that it leans towards the outside of the car. So I think this is the proper way. So I'm just gonna test fit it here. assume it kind of goes up underneath this and down in here as well. I wonder if I should do this with the trunk up or not. I mean, it looks like it fits pretty well. Clips line up here, here. Doubt you can see that, but line up there, 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 there. But they don't line up down here. Okay, so here's what I'm learning, right? So these little clips, they seem to be necessary. I think these were red initially, and then when this car has been resprayed at least once. It looks like the front windscreen as well has been replaced, because some of the clips from the old stuff are basically like were spot welded into the molding that goes under the windscreen. But these clips here are pretty brittle, and I pulled them out thinking they weren't needed because they weren't included in the new drip molding, but they actually do help hold on the front and the rear, right? And so I've gotten this side down. I was able to salvage a couple of them, and I'm trying to put back on the right side of the car, but I might have to see if I can source these someplace and get them reordered, because as you can see over here on this left side, what happens is I'm trying to get this shoved, these little blue clips, I don't know if you can see the blue clips, I almost have to turn this upside down. I'm trying to get these shoved under the glass, but these little clips, I think they go up underneath here and kind of hook in and hold it in. So without these clips, this just wants to pop out. Now on the top side, it's buttoned in nice and tight, and I wish they had just used those clips all the way around. I'm sure they didn't for some reason, but that's what I'm trying to do to see. I mean, it already looks better, but I certainly don't want this flying and flapping. So hopefully I'll be able to at least hold it down for now, and then I can maybe place an order for these. This always pops up, so I can just go in here and kind of shove them. It goes over these little holes here, but the problem I'm having on this right side is that the rubber for the glass is so hard and is actually impeding my ability to put them on in certain areas. These are actually kind of spot welded into that rubber. So I'm just trying to do it here. If I can get one on this side, that'd be great. See if I can finagle it in there. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Anyway, we'll keep trying and see what we can do. Okay, I was able to get 2 clips in. We're gonna try to see if we can push it back in. So first gonna get these blue clips to try to tuck in here. You gotta kind of get underneath it. Gotta just kind of get your fingers to tuck it underneath the window like that. And then same here. If you do one and the other one pops out, it's super annoying. There's definitely pushing back here. Once you get them down, there you go. Hear that extra click? Yep, that's it. I did it. Looks good. The one thing I'm unsure of here is whether or not this weather stripping from the mirror window goes up, over, or under. You can still see the wells here. I expected the weather stripping to kind of fill out the well a little bit more. So I don't know, maybe that's the difference between the Evo and the Mirage. But it's better than having nothing, and it's better than what it was. I think for the back, I'm gonna still order some more of those clips if I can get them. And then when they come in, I'll help, because you can see the back here is not, it's still a little bit popped up, but I'm happy with that. I'll try to take you guys around here and see. There's what it looks like on the other end here. You can see it's still popped up a little bit, but much better on the right side. Really solid there. If I had to do it again, now I'd know maybe just leave the clips on. I wouldn't have taken them off. They just looked like they were in bad shape, so I just pulled them. But you just never know with these cars, you know, which things are supposed to come with it, which ones don't. And all the little things, like the little clips and other stuff, they're just hard to get. So try to preserve them where you can. But looks good. After I completed the drip molding, I moved on to the door strikers. As you can see, the doors really weren't closing that well, and if you looked at the striker themselves, the plastic shroud that went around the metal had broken, and they were filled with grease. So I started by removing the door striker and then fitting up the new ones. The screws that hold these in are pretty tight, so you want to make sure you have a really good screwdriver so you don't strip the screw head. You want to source this OEM part. It's part number MB867059, and I'll put it in the description below. As you see, this is a bit of a trial and error process. It will take multiple attempts of closing the door to test the fitment, loosening the screws and adjusting the striker plate, then doing it again and again until it's flush. So right now I'm just trying to line up the door. So that's sitting pretty flush with the car, but it seems to be latching pretty good. So I think we are good on this side. Let's compare it to the back, which we did earlier. Yeah, what I might try to do, it's still sticking out a little bit on the bottom, right? So, yeah, so what I might try to do is still adjust this a little bit. I'm not sure which direction, but we'll just do some adjustments. Okay, I think we're pretty good. Closing, kind of see it's nice and flush, well aligned. I don't know if you guys can see that so well on camera, but it's doing well. So what I ended up doing is I ended up pushing it. It's all the way in and it's like sitting in the middle, and that seems to be giving it the best. It was pushing out too much and kind of flared out, so now it's shoved all the way in, sitting in the middle. So we're gonna have 4 nice closing doors here in a second, and I'll wrap up. Well, that's a wrap on this one. I've done the weather stripping. It looks great. I even found extra clips, but it seems to be holding in there pretty snug and tight, so I'm not gonna mess with it right now. Looks so much better with these in here. This is a drip molding actually. I have weather stripping actually that's supposed to be coming tonight, as you can see. So you can see the weather stripping here. It sounds like I'm outside half the time when I'm in the car. So I have that coming. And the doors are now closing nicely. Let's check that out. And they're nice and flush. So all 4 doors are now closing. So just getting a little maintenance done on the Evo. Excited to do more of these little projects to kind of clean the car up, trying to find all the little things that are just off, just to freshen it up. At some point it's gonna need a respray. The paint's not in great shape. It probably looks pretty good on camera. And I'll have to say, for a car of 1996, clearly there was some respraying done, because there's no way I think the paint could be in this good a condition, but it definitely needs some work. And you can see there's all these little things here or there. And with any of these cars, every little thing is just super pricey, because it's hard to find some of this stuff, or you gotta wait forever for it to come. So it's all looking good. Let's check the driver's door. Driver's door, now closing really nice, all solid. So some things I'm gonna do in videos coming up is I have to get the window regulator working on one of the sides of this car. I'm gonna replace the weather stripping, and I have some more stuff coming here that I need to get done on the maintenance side. I'm gonna order some coilovers and springs. The ones on this car are pretty busted. Haven't got there yet. Putting in Brembo brakes on the front. So a lot of work to be done. Stay tuned to the channel. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you have any suggestions for future videos. All right, thanks, bye.